Hey guys, Jared here. So I received the ever elusive OnePlus One the other day, and I've been playing with it ever since, and so far I can say with absolute certainty that I really like this device because of not only its price point and hardware specs, but also because of its look and feel. Now, I managed to get my hands on the white version. I would have grabbed the black sandstone version had it not been sold out from the company who sent it to me. That said, I'm not at all upset. The white version has an incredibly smooth texture to it. It's not slippery or anything, it's actually got quite adequate grip to it, but it's really hard to explain. All I can say is I enjoy holding it, and as weird as this may make me sound, sometimes I just hold it and feel the back. The display is a 5.5-inch 1080p LCD, which looks like it's sort of floating on top of the phone with a fake chrome band wrapping around the entire device. The buttons feel awesome to press, lots of tactile feedback, and I believe they're metal. If they're not, they sure fooled me. The USB port is a little tight and sticky, so I found myself having a little bit of trouble trying to plug it in when I needed to charge it. On the bottom is where the speakers are located, and I'm not really a fan of them. They sound very tinny and quite flat, but they can get quite loud, which is a bonus, I guess. So back to the display, just like the Find 7, people have been complaining about a yellowish tint on the display. And as for my device, just like I mentioned in my Find 7 QHD review, I can't see any yellow tint at all, but who knows, maybe it's just my eyes. I did, however, gain a stuck pixel on the second day of using it. It's not dead, just stuck. Stuck pixels can sometimes be fixed with various apps on the Play Store, but none of them worked for me. Now, sometimes stuck pixels go away and fix themselves, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. And as far as display quality goes, I'm really not at all impressed. It's sitting at 401 ppi, which on a 5.5-inch display is noticeable. I mean, there may be others that can't see those pixels, but I don't have any sort of special vision and I can see them at a normal viewing distance. Text, icons, and pretty much everything other than viewing pictures shows those pixels easily, which is really annoying when you're used to displays with higher pixel density, but maybe that's one of the things that OnePlus had to sacrifice in order to help keep the cost down. Erica Griffin just uploaded a video the other day with her first impressions of the OnePlus One, and in it she went on to mention that with the black screen gestures, which is just the screen turned off, the sensitivity must be set pretty high because when she went on a scooter ride with the phone in her pocket, the phone must have rubbed against her pants and launched the camera app. Now, my phone hasn't launched the camera app yet, but it sure has launched the Torch app more than once on me while pulling it out of my pocket or even just using the power button to wake the device, which is too bad because the black screen gestures are a super cool feature to use, as long as they're working properly. So, battery life. Now, the OnePlus One has a non-removable 3100 mAh battery. This phone gets wicked battery life, not just because it has a larger battery, but because of the software it's running. If you enable developer options, you'll also unlock the performance settings menu where you can tweak lots of cool stuff there too. I've had mine set to balance so far, but you can also choose power saver and performance mode. I don't think performance mode will ever be necessary because the phone is fast enough and can handle anything you throw at it, but only when it decides to behave and not lag out, which luckily isn't very often. Now, I haven't really gotten to the hardcore battery test part of my reviewing process yet, but if you follow me on Google+, you may have seen the screenshot I posted that showed a little over 4 hours of screen on time with about 13% battery left. So at this point in time, I think it's safe to say that even at this earliest stage in the reviewing process, this device gets killer battery life, and the camera also holds its own too. Now, I haven't had a chance to test out the video recording quality yet, but the pictures look great and it actually handles really well in lower lit situations. The camera app itself leaves quite a lot to be desired. I've never liked the CyanogenMod camera apps before, and even though this isn't exactly like the stock CyanogenMod camera apps, it's close enough to be just as annoying, at least in my opinion, and the mode selection is this massively long list which is just way too overwhelming. It is a pain in the ass to sit there and scroll through all the options, but once you find the one you want, it works great and takes good looking and good quality pictures, but again, I haven't reached that point in my review process to give it full judgment yet. So all that said, here's the deal so far. For $350, you're getting a phone with 64 gigabytes of storage with a 1080p display, a good camera, great battery life, it looks and feels awesome, and runs CyanogenMod 11S, which is fast and smooth, and highly customizable. And using the CyanogenMod themes engine, you can download themes that work specifically for the software and can dramatically change the look and feel of the UI. For 350 bucks, I think that's just amazing, but I do have a really big problem with the way they broke out of the box. I mean, I get it, for a brand new company, creating a pre-order invite system brought a lot of attention. But if you don't execute it properly, not only will you piss people off, but also prevent your product from being an instant success. Now, the OnePlus One was supposed to be fully available for purchase by now, and everyone is still killing each other over invites. I'm afraid that by the time it's widely available for purchase by everyone, it'll be old news and old hardware, and people may as well just wait for the Nexus 6 or something else. That said, I really like the phone, but I can't speak highly of a company that actively keeps their product from the very people who want to buy it. Anyways, that's it for now. Stick around for the full review, which will be coming soon. Also, if you don't want to wait for an invite, I'll put a link in the description below so you can buy one now and have it delivered to you within about 5 days. And if you like this video at all, do me a big favor and punch that like button. And while you're at it, if you haven't already, maybe subscribe to stay up to date on all of my future videos. But thanks as always for watching, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Cheers. This video is sponsored by UnlockThatPhone.com. Unlock any phone, any carrier, worldwide. Visit UnlockThatPhone.com for more information.